Jadasliim, back at it again with another freaking video. And in this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys the inside scoop and all the information you need to know about how to start and grow a successful YouTube channel in 2023. So if you want to become the influence like me, then make sure you watch this entire video from start to finish and stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel because we're on the road to 1K and we're so close. All y'all need to do is press that subscribe button and tell your friend to tell her mom, to tell her auntie, sister, cousin, fish, cat, and dog to subscribe to my channel too, because they're gonna want to see some of this. So here's a little disclaimer. If you pressed this video thinking that I was going to say anything in regards to monetization or getting paid, that will not be spoken about in this video, sad to say. This is going to be the most raw and uncut video about starting a YouTube channel and maintaining that YouTube channel and growing that YouTube channel that you have ever watched in your entire life. And I'm being so real with you. If you're looking for me to speak about monetization, that won't be spoken about in this video. Personally, I am not monetized, so I don't think that I will be able to give you guys good advice on how to get monetized because I'm not even monetized myself. That's number one. Number two, getting paid shouldn't even be the focus. Do you know why? Alright, I'm gonna tell you why. That should not be the focus because in your mind, you're already getting paid. You have to maneuver as if they're already paying you on YouTube. You have to maneuver as if you already have that 1,000 subscribers. You have to maneuver as if you're already the influence, because you are. Don't get so wrapped up in the idea of getting paid off of doing videos, and actually enjoy making the videos, enjoy producing content, enjoy filming, enjoy all the little moments, you know. Don't focus on the money because it's gonna come, and when it does and you already have that mindset, you're gonna be A1 like the sauce. So now let's really get into the video. So first, we're gonna talk about beginning your YouTube channel. The first thing that you're gonna want to do is create a name. This name, you're gonna want it to be funny, you're gonna want it to roll off the tongue good, you're gonna want it to be catchy, all of those things. You can look up adjectives. You can, you know, it could be a childhood name that your family used to call you from when you were young. It can be anything you want it to be as long as it's a good name, because that's gonna be your name. And although somewhere along the line there's a possibility you might change your name like I did, and I changed my name like 3 times, I think. This is the name you're starting out with, okay? You're gonna be coming straight out the game with this name, so you're gonna have this name for a little while before you change it, and you're gonna want it to be good. You're gonna want it to be fire, because when people associate this name with you, they're associating this name with your brand, they're associating this name with your content. And if you don't play about you, you're not gonna play about your name, okay? The next thing you're gonna want to do is create an email. So this email, it can have something to do with your YouTube name or it cannot, but the main thing is to keep it professional, because this name attached to this email or the entire email itself, you're gonna be giving it to sponsors in the future. You're gonna be giving it to brands, and nobody wants to hear sexy dark cocoa puff 6@gmail.com. like, that's not professional. Don't put it, you know. My email for brand inquiries and deals is jadawinter6@gmail.com. the winter part has absolutely nothing to do with my channel. However, it is a professional email, and when people, you know, reach out to me as far as like partnerships and stuff, they're gonna address me as they should. You know, you set the tone for how people approach you. So if you put some raunchy name as your email, you're gonna get raunchy people reaching out to you, or you're not gonna get people reaching out to you at all. That is what we want to avoid. So make sure the name is professional. Keep it classy, subtle, and cute, okay? The next thing you're gonna want to do is get a intro made, an outro made, and a banner. If you're anything like me, in the beginning, I definitely started out creating all my own stuff. I made my own banner, I made my own intro, and I made my own outro. However, over time, I became very tired of making intros and outros, and I was also not really sure what type of intros and outros that I was interested in. They have simple ones, they have advanced ones, you know. Everyone's intro and outro is different, and some of them cater to different styles of people. You can see, like, from when I first started making YouTube videos up until now, how they progressed, how they gotten better. I currently don't make my intros. I have an editor and my dear friend who creates mine, and she does a good job. Intros and outros is what hooks people in. So if your intro and outro is boring, come on, let's be real here. As far as banners, I still create those myself. Not everyone has a fancy schmancy banner. My banner is legit just my channel name and the type of content that I produce. So like lifestyle, fitness, pranks, vlogs, etc. You can put things like that in your banners. You can add little pictures. It can be as simple, because simplicity speaks volumes, or as advanced as you want it to be, because it's your page, it's your account, and it's your channel, and nobody can tell you what to do but yourself. Okay, the next thing you're gonna want to do is gather all of your equipment that you need to start filming. This is going to include an iPhone, an iPad, a camera, whether that be a Canon G7x Mark II, which is the camera that I'm filming on right now, a Sony ZV-1, I don't know how to pronounce the rest of that stuff, megapixel, bleep bleep bloop. Yeah, that Sony camera that all the YouTubers use, you know what I'm talking about. The other Canon G7x Mark III or the Canon EOS. There's so many different cameras for you to use, so you know, pick one of those or whatever one you want and you feel like has the best quality. You're also gonna need a ring light, a tripod. A MacBook is not very necessary because I film on a camera and edit on my phone. The only thing I can say is, I guess the perks of editing on a MacBook, you save storage on your phone, I guess, but it's more convenient for me to edit on my phone because, like, why not? I can edit anywhere. Who brings their laptop with them everywhere they go? Nobody. But this phone is gonna be on me. This phone is in there like swimwear and it's not going anywhere. And I can edit on the train, I can edit in my bed, I can edit on the toilet, and all of these places I be editing. I'm going to take a poop, I'm editing my video. I'm on the train going somewhere, I'm editing my video. So it's way more convenient, but to each his own. The next thing you're going to want to do is think about your niche. Now, this is something that can mind boggle you just a little bit. You know, don't think too deep into this because you're just starting. So you're not really going to know what your niche is off rip. And that's totally okay, and it's totally normal. And I'm here with you, girl or boy. If you're watching this, I'm here for you, son. For example, you can be a gamer. That can be your niche, to post gaming content. You can post reaction videos. You can post beauty content, lifestyle content, cooking content, anything. Anything you want to do, find that niche when the time comes and hone on it. Hone on those skills and focus on them and create some beautiful content. The next thing you're gonna want to do is film, guys. So by this time in the beginning stage, you would have created your first video, and I know that it's gonna be kind of weird at first talking to a camera, because even me with my little 800 something subscribers, I still get a little shaky sometimes when I'm talking to the camera. You just have to act as if nobody's there, nobody's listening, nobody's watching, and be yourself. I have to say that this video is probably the most comfortable I've been in my life filming. Like, I feel like I'm having a conversation with an actual person and not just the camera, and that's always how it's supposed to be. Be you, okay? Just be natural, you know? Chill out, calm down. If you gotta put on some white noise or something to keep yourself chill, you know? So now we're gonna talk about growing on YouTube. Basically, there are like different stages of growing and different things, tools or tips, I would say, that are necessary for you to flourish and progress on this platform. So first, we're going to talk about editing and thumbnails. Some apps that I've seen other people use, that I use myself, and that you can use to edit and create thumbnails are Canva, Fonto, PicMonkey, PixArt, the Eraser app, Velo, Final Cut Pro, Visco, CapCut, PhotoGrid, the font, and finally iMovie, which is what a lot of people start out with on YouTube. So if you want to start out with that, then go for it, you know? Any one of these apps you could use and they'll work. Find the one that works best for you. And most of these apps are free, so if you don't want to drop that shmoolah on an app to edit, then I just gave you a sauce. Okay, now that I gave you guys some apps to use, here are some tips for filming. The first tip is to be you unapologetically. Nobody wants to watch somebody that's trying to be somebody else, because I know that when I watch YouTubers and it's like, oh, it's a difference between you watching someone and them reminding you of someone else, and then them trying to be someone that they're not, especially if you know these people in real life. So be yourself, you know. Don't be scared to be you, because that's the best person that you could be and the only person that you know how to be. It's so hard to try to be somebody else because you don't know them, you only know you. So be yourself. The next few things to know are that people love authenticity. Being authentic is like one of the realest things that I could tell you guys. Being authentic will take you so far, you know. I know it's kind of a thing to follow trends and stuff on YouTube here and there, and that will get you some, you know, views and a little bit of engagement, but most of the time people are looking for you to be different because people like different. While being different, you're still going to want to find a way to be yourself, you know, because being different will allow you to stand out, but they still want to see that sprinkle of you and who you are. When you're filming, you're going to want to make sure your background is clean and clear, okay? You see how behind me, it's literally just my closet, okay? There's nothing sticking out. There's nothing dripping down my wall. There's nothing there but the closet and me. Nobody wants to watch a video with you, like a sit down video like this, and there's a bunch of things in the background. It's very distracting, and you're gonna just cause people to either divert their attention elsewhere or click out of your video altogether, and we want to avoid that because we need them watch hours, okay? The next thing to know is that you must have good camera quality, okay? We want that quality to be real clear and crisp. Me, I film on a camera. I got a camera after being on YouTube for about a year and some change. I did not get a camera fresh out the gate, okay? If you are somebody that's stressing over a camera to start your YouTube channel, cut it out and use that iPhone, girl. Stop playing. Use your phone. Use your phone. Make do with what you have. And when you get better, then a gift to yourself could be upgrading your camera quality. But as of right now, especially with how clear iPhone cameras are, you definitely don't need to stress over using the camera. But just make sure your camera quality is A1 all the time. Another thing you're gonna want to do is to speak up, okay? Speak up. Don't make me say it twice. Speak up, because if somebody's talking like this, you're not gonna want to watch the video, right? If I was whispering like that from when I started the video up until now, y'all would have clicked out. Y'all would have been like, what the heck is this girl doing? Why is she whispering? She looks so dumb, da da da, you know? And nobody really wants to watch a video where the person that you're watching is not engaged. How am I keeping y'all engaged if I'm not engaged in the video myself? I wouldn't even blame you for clicking out if I was whispering the whole time, because that's pitiful. It's very pathetic, and it shows that you don't care about your brand as much as the people watching you do. The last thing I'm gonna say about tips for filming is to be presentable. Now, this is kind of complicated to explain, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Different people do different things in their videos. So I know, I forgot her name, but she was on one of these reality TV shows, and you guys probably don't know who I'm talking about. Some of you probably do, but she makes Instagram reels or whatever, or videos, like posts in her bonnet.
And so let me tell you about the weekend that I had.
It's called the Bonnet Chronicles or something like that, and that's her thing. So you can't blame her for coming to you guys, you know, presenting herself with a bonnet on, because that's her niche. She found something that works for her, and she took it and ran with it, like Usain Bolt on the track. She just running. Now, if that's not your niche, you know, if the Bonnet Chronicles is not your chronicle, then I'm gonna need you to make sure you're looking right, okay? Put on a shirt. Because me, I used to be one of those girls who was like, it doesn't matter, it's just a video. It's not just a video, because the way you present yourself is the way that people perceive you, the way that brand people look at you, everything. If you plan on taking this serious, you have to take everything into consideration, okay? You have to look at it as a business and still have fun with it. So if you would not get out of bed and go to work in a bonnet, don't film a video in a bonnet. If you would not lay down or slouch, like what if I was just making a video like this? Don't do it. Don't do it. Now we're gonna talk about tips for thumbnails, because I feel like this is a very important thing and not a lot of people speak about this. They kind of brush past. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is to be creative, okay? Think outside the box sometimes, you know? A lot of people's thumbnails, especially nowadays, are kind of starting to look the same. So find a way to spice yours up and make it look different from the next person's thumbnail. It's okay to be inspired by other people's thumbnail ideas, but don't copy it to the T, because the YouTube girlies, they notice and they don't like it. I've seen it happen. Okay, I've seen it happen. So the next thing that you could do, you know, to spice up your thumbnail is to add some arrows, some little bubbles, you know, and put pictures inside of them. Use fonts that are attention grabbing, you know, all of those things to make your thumbnails, you know, just pop. Another thing that you can do to take your thumbnails to the next level is to make sure that the colors complement each other in some way, and also try to see if you can relate what your video is about to your thumbnail. So say for instance, you know, you're doing a freaking, what can I say? Say you're doing a playlist video. Try to use like a font or something that has to do with music, or make it wavy or something, you know. Make your thumbnails album covers in the background and put yourself in the front. That's something I've done myself, because I'm like, what relates to music? What can I do that will be like, boom, this is about music. Watch this video. You gotta do stuff that makes people like, oh, this is cute. Let me watch the video and see what this is about. And the last thing I want to say is, if I haven't said it already, being subtle goes a long way. So if you're not one of those people that like to do the bam, pop, wow with the thumbnails, you could be simplistic and low-key and do something real cute, calm and collective. And you don't have to do too much with your thumbnails, but always just make sure that it's something that's gonna grab people's attention. The next thing I want to talk about is tips for editing. So this has been repeatedly said throughout this video. Be creative with your editing, okay? There's so many different ways to edit, especially now. I'm watching so many different YouTubers and content creators videos on the YouTube platform, and they have been looking beautiful. They've been edited. They have been beautifully edited. Is that a word? Edited? That's weird. I hope y'all don't think I'm ignorant for saying that, but that's, let's drop that in the comment. Is it edited, or like what is the past tense of edit? Edited? That sounds like it's not a word. We're gonna revisit this. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I've seen a lot of videos and people are doing their thing, so you want to be in that group of people who are doing their thing too, you know. Another thing you can do to spice up your videos, add some sound effects, add some background music, you know. And let's try to avoid the copyright, because like I said, we're gonna maneuver as if we're already getting paid, but realistically speaking, when you do become monetized, you don't want your videos to get copyright claims and strikes or get taken down and muted, because then you're gonna lose the funds. And the girlies love money because we're bosses. Anyways, to avoid getting copyrighted, you know, you can try to use some slowed songs, reworked songs, or you can search up artists or like artist songs and put the word lo-fi in front of it. I got that from Jaji Dior, that whole lo-fi thing, so make sure you try that out. I've been trying myself. I feel like that's one of the hardest parts about editing videos, is finding good background music that people are gonna enjoy, but also music that's long enough to carry out through your video, music with good transitions and things of that nature. The last thing that you can do to spice up your editing is to add pop-ups within the video. So as you can see throughout this video, I have added some pop-ups here and there myself. And if you're not familiar with what pop-ups are, I don't know if that's the official term for them, but I call pop-ups legit things that pop up on the screen. For example, if you're doing a vlog, a daily vlog, or a day in the life, or anything that consists of you telling what you're gonna do throughout your day, or maybe a grocery list, you're gonna want to put like a little pop-up picture of a list or a notepad PNG on your screen, and then put bullet points of each thing that you're doing today. And you could put a checkbox and check it off. Like, be that creative with your editing, you know. And sometimes editing takes a lot of time out of our day, but just make sure you put the effort in, because I promise you the results that you get back are gonna be marvelous. The next thing that I'm gonna talk about is consistency, which is something that a lot of people struggle with on YouTube. Even me myself and I struggle with being consistent. So although consistency does not work for everyone and the algorithm is ever changing, you still are gonna want to strive to be consistent. The next thing that is good to know, the more you push your videos out, the more people are gonna get used to seeing your face. So being consistent, dropping videos on time, when you're supposed to be, that's all you gotta do. A good thing to know is that we as humans and as individuals are creatures of habit and routine, okay? So if you habitually dropping videos once or twice a week, 3 times a week, and somebody like me keeps seeing your face pop up on the recommended page, one day I'm gonna end up tapping, and another day I'm gonna end up subscribing, and then years from now I'm gonna still be watching because you've popped up so many times to the point where I just can't seem to stop watching your videos. The next thing to know about consistency is to not oversaturate your channel with videos, okay? I see it happen a lot. A lot of people confuse consistency with just doing too much. You don't want to do too much. I see a lot of people when they first start or when they're trying to grow their channel fast, and this is not one of those videos. You're not trying to grow fast. There's no cheat code to it. You're just trying to grow. Don't oversaturate your channel. You should not be uploading a video every single day, because there's no way that you're gonna give that one video that you just posted enough time to get the impressions and engagement and analytics overall that you are looking for in a day. There's no way that you can see all of that in one day and then post another video the next day. At least space it out 2 to 3 days apart before you start posting back to back to back to back to back. A good way to avoid oversaturation is to create a schedule for yourself. So that could be you uploading every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday or Sunday. Or you can just make a more simpler schedule and say, hey, I'm gonna upload 3 videos a week, or I'm gonna upload 2 videos a week, or I'm gonna upload, you know, whatever amount in a week or in these days, or whatever the case may be. Another thing you want to remember is to maintain your quality while you're being consistent, because it's always quality over quantity. Nobody cares if you're putting out a bunch of videos at a consistent basis if they're not good videos, if they're not quality videos. Because I see a lot of people drop back to back, their thumbnails be looking crazy, the editing is poor, and I just don't want to watch the videos anymore. You're posting back to back, but the quality's not there. So if you're lacking thereof, you're doing yourself an injustice. So maintain that quality when you're being consistent. Every video is not gonna be a video worth uploading. Sometimes you're gonna record a whole day in the life, and then you're gonna look back at the footage while you're editing and be like, I don't want to post this, I don't feel comfortable, it's not substantial enough. Like, trust your gut, delete it, and do it over. And the last thing that I want to say is that everything is content. So get off your butt and record right now. You can record literally anything. Hone in on your skills, stick to what you're good at, and just go for it. Even if you want to try something new, do it. Everything is content. And the very last thing that I'm gonna speak about in this video are promotion, okay? And this, you're gonna want to flip that ear, because this the good part. So the first and foremost thing that I want to say is to promote your channel every single chance that you get, okay? Keep it creative, keep it fun, keep it just keep it up. Nobody is gonna promote your channel more than you do. Nobody's gonna care about your page more than you do. So you have to be the one to constantly be promoting. Utilize all of your social media platforms, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, freaking Twitch, Discord, whatever the app is. If you can push your content out there, do it. The second thing that is good to know is that everyone is not going to support you. Even your closest friends, you're going to expect them to be sharing your stuff, reposting, liking this, commenting under your videos. They're not going to do it, and it's nothing to take to offense. Don't take it personal. Just know and understand that it's a part of the process. And doing YouTube is a really stressful thing, so worrying about that is only going to distract you from your goals. The next thing you're gonna want to do is like post little snippets of your video, create promo videos or little like trailers and sneak peeks to promote your videos. That's what I mean by when I say keep it fun and keep it, you know, cute and all of that. And the last thing that I want to say as far as promos is do not do sub for sub. That sub for sub, first of all, we should have left that in 2020 or 2019 or whatever the year was. Do not do sub for sub. Don't subscribe to somebody and expect them like, oh, so whenever you see somebody say sub for sub or sub with the number 4 and then sub again, don't do it. Don't do it, because this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna subscribe to you and you're gonna subscribe to their channel, and then you both are never gonna watch each other's videos again, and then that's just gonna be the end of that. And that's what you're trying to avoid. You don't want the whole get rich quick scheme. You don't want a little fast sub. You want somebody that's gonna stay and watch your channel grow over time, who's gonna watch your entire video start to finish, who's gonna share your video, who's gonna repost it on their socials, all of that. You want authentic subscribers. You don't want that paid stuff. Don't do no paid promos. Y'all are spending your money on influencers that are up there to post your YouTube channel on their page, hoping that you're gonna go viral, and that's just not how it works. Because if that's the case, we would all be famous, because everybody would do that. So just don't do it. With that being said, I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you guys took away something from this, because there were many takeaways, and I hope I told you something new. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you stick around and watch some more of my videos later on or in the future. If you want to run it back and watch some old ones, then you could do that too. I hope you share this video and get some of your friends to subscribe so I can hit my personal goal of 1K. And I don't have much else to say, so I'll see you guys in my next video. I was about to say banger, but that's getting cringy. Like, I'm not about to be 19 saying banger video. Bye guys.